What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking to Nike, Kobe, FC, Barcelona. So stay tuned.
Doesn't make sense. I don't really know. Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I make content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, we're talking to Nike, Kobe, Protro, FC, Barcelona. All right, man, we're going to be keeping things very simple over today. We're going to be answering a basic old question. Are they drip or skip? Let's just keep it there. All right, so first things first, these set to release July 31st, coming at a retail price, and we got several releases here, but I'm gonna focus on two. Pretty much we got the Kobe Protro 4. Now those are coming in at $190, and also we have an Air Force One, and those are coming in at $150, right? Okay. Now, of course, you already know the kid. Glance at the resale price, and right now on the Air Force Ones, I don't see a current resale price for the Air Force Ones. Now for the Protro 4s, right? Okay, those joints look like they're averaging roughly about $240 and up, depending on the size, right? Okay, now these are loaded up on the Sneakers app, and they definitely caught the kid off guard. I don't know if they caught you guys off guard, but I know there's a lot of Kobe fans out there, and one thing I do want to say right off rip before I go any further, RP to Kobe, RP to Gigi, whether she's a part of the inspiration of this collab or not, but I still just want to say RP because I know, you know, that whole situation, what happened, right? Okay, and I don't want to go any further, but here we are. We got another inspiration with the Kobe releases, and I will say Nike them are really just been giving us more Kobe releases back to back to back, and kind of just haven't really been announcing, just kind of just dropping them things on us, right? Okay, now this is the Protro 4, and also we got an Air Force One. Now if you look up on the Sneakers app, there's also a pair of slides, right? Okay, now I did just enough research just to be dangerous. Now I was like, why are we getting like a FC Barcelona collab? So apparently Kobe was a big fan of soccer, which I think is actually called football, right? Okay, depending on which area in or of the area that you grew up in and what you watched, right? Okay, now me, where we grew up from here in the States, we call it soccer, but I believe it is formerly known as football, right? Okay, and it's probably more so that, but apparently he is a big fan. I'll see if I can find some images of this joint. Now FC Barcelona, I think, is based out in Spain, which is one of the soccer teams based out in Spain, but don't quote me on this because again, I'm not I'm not even gonna pretend to be like I'm a professional soccer / football watcher, right? Okay, we got American football, but then there's another version, right? Okay, these right here loaded up on here. I will say this, that the Kobe Protro, which fun fact, which I noticed somebody called me in the comment section, I guess they feel the need to do the research for me, and I really appreciate it because it really helps the kid out. Pretty much, I think that's something that Kobe actually came up on his own instead of doing what we call Jordan's retro. He calls Protro, and I feel like Kobe started that, but at the same time, I don't know, but that's kind of the rumor that floats around. So again, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section because I don't know everything. But when it comes to these right here, they are coming with an extra set of laces. I believe they're coming with the original ones that's already in it, and they're coming with ones that match the colorway of the shoe, which I think is kind of like a bluish / purplish colorway, which I guess normally we can kind of call that I guess you can say if we got blue and purple, it makes me think of none other than pretty much we can say when we think of Jordans, and I hate to compare the two, right? Okay, but if we think of it when we got that slight little purple hint to it, you know, we don't necessarily think the classic colorways, but you kind of can, right? Okay, but Kobe's in his own lane, right? Okay, I don't want to sit here and compare the two accidentally, but I kind of can't help it. But overall though, I'll say dope shoe, and then it is coming with a pair of slides. So for the people who was looking for the slides, now I didn't look at the price on those guys, but I know there are a lot of Kobe fans and a lot of people that do like to pick up their stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that I dropped something, right? Okay. Overall though, dope shoe. I've never had a pair of Kobe's, but at the same time, I am in the market trying to pick up my first pair of Kobe's, right? Okay. Now, if you think of like the Space Jam colorway, where it kind of has that purple colorway, kind of bluish colorway, you can kind of think maybe they got that inspiration from the color from there, but don't quote me on that, because maybe Barcelona has this color in their own, like, you know, level, right? Okay. So it could be that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not like the Kobe expert, let alone like the Barcelona or the soccer or the football expert, right? Okay. But overall though, dope shoe, classic, probably already in the making. And I like to see that Nike is still dropping in or just keeping Kobe's name alive, because to be honest, man, while we got Jordan as like a true legend, Kobe is a legend within himself too as well. Obviously a lot of inspiration from Jordan, and I mean, maybe his shoes didn't take off like that, but at the same time, they are been moving, right? Okay, and I probably wasn't the best like English language of my sentence, but I mean, they definitely been moving and keeping us inspired as well. So I want to say RP to Kobe and RP to GG, but dope shoe. But for the kid personally though, I think I'm gonna leave him for the true diehard Kobe fans. Definitely will be a skip for the kid. Not a bad shoe, and if I was in the market for some slides, maybe so. But I mean, they got a little something for everybody, I feel like, right? Okay. And I think they even did like some big kid sizes. Don't quote me on that right there. So if you don't want to cop the Kobe 4s, then you can obviously go for like maybe some slides. Or, you know, if you're an Air Force One person, go for those, which I am an Air Force One person, which those are dope. Don't get me wrong, but I know me, I probably wouldn't wear them enough just fine for to put the money up. So for the kid personally, these will be a skip all across the board. But that doesn't mean they're drip, so pretty much so for the kid they will be skipped. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section, and we'll be going after these on July 31st, retailing. And we got the Kobe's coming in at 190, we got the Air Force Ones coming in at 150, and of course, let me know if you think they're drip or skip. All right, man, I'm gonna get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.
I figure out we go, you figure out we